Direct Dil Se with Jimmy.
Yes, and we have the man himself coming up live on our stream. None other than Mr. Druv Kent, and a warm welcome to you, Dhruv, right here on 91.9 Friends FM.
Thank you, Jimmy. Thanks for having me. Lovely to be on.
This amazing new track of yours, which was just kind of released today. Before that, you've been rocking the world, you've been rocking the earth, top 20 in the US. This one's making big waves from the minute it was launched today. What do you want to say about In Your Name?
Well, the song is really about the kind of craziness, excesses, the depletion of the kind of resources of the world that we've all been part of. You know, I mean, you, me, everybody. I think it's all been happening in our names. Our leaders have been kind of taking a dithering stance, if you will, of what's happening in the world because we've maybe not been strong in our voices enough in telling them that, you know, don't treat us like children. We can handle hard decisions, and, you know, if there are inconveniences, it's better for us to bear those rather than kind of let our children have to worry about it. So that's what the song is about. The song is really about, it's a plea. It came, you know, it's a plea about don't let this happen in your name. Don't let this climate crisis continue in the way it's happening.
Because it's getting bad to worse. You know, I still remember about 20, 25, 30 years ago, the minimum, the maximum temperature used to be about 28 degrees. Today we are really touching 40 degrees in the city of Calcutta. You've been born and brought up here, you know what's it like. And it's happening across the world. We're having the tsunamis, we're having erratic weather, you know, and everything is because, you know, somewhere or another the green is going away. And because of the green going away, the warmth is kind of creeping in. Global warming is, you know, reaching out to erratic water movements in the oceans, ice melting, you know, sometimes we see no rains or little rain sometimes, and it's happening. And, you know, I feel we are the cause of all of this. So if we can take a little care, it's still not too late. We can make a huge difference, at least for the future generation.
It's absolutely not too late because, I mean, there's the only time for action, though, is now. Really.
Absolutely. But tell me, Dhruv, you know, you've been doing so much of music, you know, beautiful songs close to the heart. How did this particular, you know, thing strike you? Did something happen, or something happened to someone, or you saw something, or it was just like enough is enough, let me do something?
So, you know, I mean, just like everybody else, I guess, I've been looking and watching these things. And as you said, you know, we've been noticing the evidence is not just anecdotal. You know, first 10 years ago, we thought, okay, the science is not out, right? Maybe it's kind of still developing. I think over the years, we've been able to, you know, see enough science, see enough anecdotes that suggest that this is not just a one-off instance. So that's one aspect of the climate changing in front of our eyes. That's one. Two is, I think it's connected to so many other things. It's connected to the refugee crisis. And this song came out of the refugee crisis to my mind. Okay, so in 2015, I don't know if you remember, there was a young 3-year-old boy from Syria who was found laying dead on a beach.
Absolutely. That was really, you know, it kind of broke my heart.
It broke my heart. And, you know, that was in 2015. His name, as it turned out later, I remember, was Alan Kurdi. He was, I think, he may be a Kurdish boy of Turkish descent from Syria. And he was 3 years old, and what struck me when I first saw it is he reminded me of a picture of my own son, you know, wearing the same kinds of clothes. And I was just moved, as you said, right? And like a lot of the people who saw it. And it stayed with me, and then I said, how can we be so inhuman that we just move on from reading that press article and don't think it's connected to all these other things that are happening in the world? Climate change is leading to deforestation, is leading to farmers not having enough money, is leading to people, you know, and that's what's putting governments in crisis. And, you know, it's all related to each other. So, and several years later, when I was writing, I was thinking of that. And that's where the song came from, because I could relate to this young little kid. And I could see so much of the life that I've seen in someone like that, who, you know, we could all just be one of those people, you know, in that instance. And so that's where the song has come from a visual identity perspective.
So Is In Your Name addressed to that visual perspective, or it is just for everybody?
So so I think it also had, if I can put another visual on it, it had Trump's face in my head when he kind of took himself and the US away from the Paris Accord in the middle of all that. And that's, I think, what really triggered the song. And I said, don't let this happen. I mean, I was trying to appeal to people in general, like, don't let leaders make these decisions and saying, I know what's best. I'm doing this for you guys. Actually, they're doing it just to stay in power. And, they're trying to protect us from hard decisions, but mostly they're just trying to stay in their own jobs. And that's not the reason they've been elected. They've been elected to make hard decisions and lead.
Absolutely. So, you felt bad when they kind of withdrew from this climatic thing which happened in Paris.
That's
now tell
right.
me, where did you write the lyrics? Was it in Singapore, or was it when you went to the States?
It was in Singapore. It wasn't in Paris. It wasn't in Syria. It was in lovely in my home studio here.
Yes, it looks beautiful at the background. I can see it. It looks so
Thank
cool,
you.
relaxed. So tell me, what are we going to hear today from you? Because you're live. You're right now. By the way, what's the time in Singapore?
It's 12:40 in the morning. So on a Friday night, you always catch me on a Friday night, so you know how much partying I've been doing, which is not a lot, clearly, in a COVID world.
So are you feeling sleepy?
I'm a little sleepy. We just got back from the US, from a beautiful trip to the US. But I'm awake always when Jimmy's available. I'm available.
No, thank you so much, Druv. Let's hear you out. Absolutely live on the digital stream as well as on the airwaves of the City of Joy. The world is hearing you, and let's get it out. In Your Name, that amazing track which was released today on YouTube.
Thank you, Jimmy. And I would urge everybody, once you've heard this, to also kind of take a listen to the song. It's on Spotify, it's on Apple iTunes, it's on the radio, and of course, it's on YouTube. And the visuals, I think, do some justice, hopefully, to the song. Faraway lands you may never see. Like you, I long to be free. I think a lot like you of who I wanna be. Like you, I long to be me. Who do you think of? Do you believe in love? You build your walls so fortified, so little pieces you divide. Raise your weapons with no shame. So let this happen in your name. For all the love you make in what we believe, even what we see isn't true. In every runaway, there's a part of me and a little piece of you. Who are you fighting for? Do you believe in love? You build your walls so fortified, two little pieces you divide. You raise your weapons with no shame. So let this happen in your name. So let this happen in your name.
Wow. That's no expressions. So beautifully moving, Druv. You really make us proud. Not just lyrics, but that voice of yours can move hearts. And when I was hearing the song, especially you singing it live, I could actually feel it, not just hear it. because it's got so much of meaning, and I really hope. I know a lot of people talk about it in terms of everybody says main kuch karunga, but eventually I hope this song moves them to really do something. We have Ronojoy all the way from Canada, we have Sailesh from Bhubaneswar, we have Dia out there who says fantabulous, and you can give out a shout out to her. And of course we have Amit Ghosh saying great, Prasoon giving a thumbs up, Amit again saying super song, wow. You know, I know you're not single anymore, but I really wonder after you carry on singing, how many proposals you must be getting. But tell me, when you sang the song right now, I just realized that you were totally emotionally into it. What were you feeling? I'm just curious.
I mean, I think the song is, got a beautiful. Firstly, it's got an aspect to it. So I talk about songs in the third person, right? The songs happen to have come through my kind of as a vehicle, right? Come through me.
Okay.
But I don't take any ownership outside of that, right? I mean, the song is a song. It comes from the ether. So if I talk proudly or beautifully about a song, please don't take it as anything close to arrogance. I'm just in love with the song itself as a third party. So to answer your question, I was thinking of that boy actually right now, right? As you talked about it and as you kind of raised it as a question, and I was thinking about that boy and I was thinking about that image, and I was just thinking that hopefully, if music, because I can speak for 10 minutes, it doesn't mean that much. You can make a song for in 1 minute, you can sing a verse and a chorus, and everything I want to say is said there.
Coming out, yes.
So, that's my best form of expression, I'd say.
And I think you do it so well, and you make us proud always, not just rocking across, but rocking the world. And each of your songs, and many of your songs have so much meaning to it. It's truly wonderful, I'm sure while you kind of released this track today, you actually got something more in line. This is okay, Amit Ghosh saying one more song, your favorite, anything you want. I don't think these guys are going to let you go tonight. So if you can just give us a couple of liners from whatever you want to do. I know the In Your Name song, definitely I'm going to play it after this. It's already lined up. But I don't think the guys want to let you go. They want one more, anything you want to sing.
Oh my gosh. That's a bit harder.
But a couple of lines.
Well, I mean, I don't want to honestly take away from this song at the moment.
Okay.
If I can be perfectly honest, just because I'm really feeling the song at the moment, and I think, so I don't want to be a spoiled sport. I want to do more music, and I do it on another occasion. But for me, I want to spend the last minute of that you give me on a related point, maybe, if I can make the point, which is that the UN conference is happening this Sunday. Starting this Sunday, it's a global climate change conference. So these are very few and far between opportunities for global CEOs, global leaders, presidents, prime ministers, and leaders of nations all come together. They have 2 weeks in which they're coming together, starting in Glasgow, Scotland, and they're starting on Sunday and they're going till November 12th. If I can just make a plea to anyone listening and anyone who likes a song, maybe use the song as a vehicle to raise the collective voice of all of us who feel so strongly, and use it. It's a slightly benign instrument, right? It's a slightly soft instrument. It's not it's more a plea from the heart rather than holding a gun to anyone's head. It's like hoping that people will see the empathy and the humanity of what needs to be done. So really, it's about trying to use the music as a power for good, just like music has done so much beautiful stuff back in the day. I think we've lost a little bit of that in the last few years. I would love more artists to take the song on, push it, make their own music about this cause, because this is something that's not going away, and I really want to spend the time on that. So
absolutely, and I think a climatic change for the better, when we all come together and make a difference, because it's our world, it's our earth, it's our home. And I think it's time, and seriously it's time to move forward. And of course, with the particular track of yours, I just want everybody to make it so viral. And get it out, that it'll get people to think. When people hear the track, it's all about emotion, the lyrics, the words, and you sang it from your heart. I think the live thing, I don't know, I'm going to play the actual master, but I think the live thing currently had amazing feeling, which is very difficult to describe. With that, Dhruv, I would like you to give a message to the entire world who's watching you. World. We are currently, I'll tell you, we are reaching out approximately, as the Facebook Insight shows, we are reaching out to 8.1 million people on the digital stream. 8.1 million people, that's about nearly a crore, 81 lakhs. Plus across the airwaves, we have another 37 lakh people. So what would you like to tell everybody right from your heart right now? Any message?
Wow. Well, first thing is, please, firstly, thank you to Jimmy and to Friends FM for always being my supporter. Really, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You know that I do. I don't just say that to everybody. I really feel that, right? Because Kolkata is my hometown. There's no confusion about that, right? And this means so much to me to have this beautiful relationship with your support. So that's the first thing I would say. I'd say to all of those listening who are from that part of the world as well, I can also say, Shubho Bijoya, Happy Diwali for next week, and beautiful greetings for all that. I would say, thirdly, please listen to the song. Please listen to all my music, frankly. I'm a musician, I'm an artist. I'm nothing more than that. But, I would love to use it.
You're not more than that, but you don't show it. Hats off to you. Being so down to earth, humble, but an amazing personality. And I'm sure everybody's going to be listening to that song of yours in your name. Of course, after this, I'm going to be playing it absolutely in reality and the master track.
Lovely.
But Dhruv, wish you all the best. Keep rocking. And I'm sure in a very short time, we'll have the next also coming up.
There is more music, of course. Yes.
Yes, and Prashun says, Shubha Bijoya and Happy Diwali to you, Dhruv sir. Amit said, awesome song. There are messages and messages coming in. Your music removes us from stress. You do make magic happen, and thank you. God bless. Happy Diwali, a great festive season ahead, and Merry Christmas and a New Year in advance. Let's hope the so-called pandemic reduces and disappears as we go into 2022.
I hope so. We got to deal with one crisis at a time.
Absolutely. But you know what?
Yes.
There's so much coming on, and we need to move fast. And this opportunity of making a climatic change will again come back after a long time. So let's do it today, right now, as things are happening across the world.
Yeah. And the leaders are hopefully listening now. So this is the time. This is the weekend to hit that share button and to move.
Absolutely, guys. Let's make let's make a difference. Let's make the climate better for not just us, but for the future, for our kids and everybody who are going to be living down the years.
Exactly. And as I say, these Facebook and Instagram algorithms have got a lot of heat for good reason. But this is a time when we can actually use them for a positive thing. If everyone starts sharing it, it'll show the engagement, and it'll actually be a positive kind of viral kind of aspect, as opposed to all the other hate-filled kind of things.
Absolutely, and I think it's important that we come together as human beings to make a difference, because it's in our hands. Small little things, avoid plastics, ensure that we do not cut trees. Keep more plants around. Let's make the world more green, more oxygen. So at least somewhere or another, if everyone does their small bit, the drops together can make the most amazing ocean across.
Absolutely agree. And I have to say that all of us are trying to change, right? It's not that my behavior today is better than it was a year ago, but better than it was 2 years ago. So it kind of keeps, and I'm very conscious that, no one's perfect. So I'm not sitting here in ivory tower saying, I'm sorted and everyone else needs to change. Not at all. Everyone, including myself. We all need so much to do, and our leaders need to make decisions on big, important commitments and do that for us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Dhruv, once again. You know what? While you're online, I'm going to be taking off with this amazing track of yours. Folks, you've heard him sing it live. This is In Your Name, coming up right here on 91.9 Friends FM. Get on, share the song, spread the words, and together, let's make a difference. Thank you, Dhruv. God bless.
I come from far
Thank you.
away lands you may never